Lakeville South against Maple Grove for a trip to the Prep Bowl. Lakeville South drove 80 yards and scored on this 3-yard run by Carson Hansen to take a 7-0 lead.
Second quarter, Maple Grove returned the favor. Tanner Albeck, a short touchdown run. That tied the game at 7. Late in the second quarter, Maple Grove went to the air. And when you do that, it pays off. That is a 72-yard touchdown pass from Jacob Kilzer to Jacob Anderson. Crimson went up 7. And then the second half was a defensive battle.
Pay Dirt Cougars leads 7-0. Maple Grove responds. Jacob Kilzer hooks up with Jacob Anderson. Beautiful 72-yard touchdown. And the Crimson advance with the 14-7 win.
It was all defense in the second half as Maple Grove knocks off defending champ Lakeville South 14-7.
Tonight they met again, much the same tone. Not many big plays, just hard-earned drives. The Irish scored first. Jackson Ganser again keeps his legs moving and breaks the plane. 7-0 Rosemont. Eden Prairie kept the ball on the ground as well. Both these teams are committed to running the football. Liam Burnt got enough light and did the rest. We got a game. Rosemont led 14-7 at the half.
He strikes back, second quarter. Liam Burnt, 17-yard TD run. Game's tied at 7. Late in the half, Jermaine Richardson gets into the end zone, and it would turn out to be the winning touchdown. The final tonight, Rosemont's going to the Prep Bowl. They beat the Eagles for the second time this year, 14-10.
Eden Prairie got a field goal to pull 10-4, then looked like they might be heading for a go-ahead or game-winning touchdown. This time, Burnt fumbles it in the red zone. That's it. Rosemont recovers and ends up winning the game. In the final minutes there, 14-10 the final.
Matabini scored first on their first drive of the night. Their second play, Corey Bomert rushing for 64 yards for the night's first touchdown. Elk River responded. Gavin Schmidt right up the middle, 5-yard touchdown to tie. The Zephyrs' Charles Brandt passed to Michael Berry. That is a long 60-yard reception, a beautiful one to put them ahead at the end of the first quarter, 14-7, Matamidi.
Matamidi taking on Elk River. Charles Brandt to Michael Berry. Great touchdown pass, and it's 14-7 Matamidi.
This play changed the game. Matamidi's Corey Bomert on the run. He fumbled. Elk River then recovered. And on the very next play, Cade Ulsterman, the focal point of the Elks offense, he ran for 218 yards and 2 touchdowns. This, for 63 yards, was one of them.
But the undefeated Elks, watch the quarterback, Cade Osterman. Ball on his hip and he's gone. Over 200 yards rushing. Elk River wins on this 63-yarder and more, 38-21. The Elks are going to the Prep Bowl.
It's a tricky offense. You might think Osterman has the ball here. It's actually Logan Bunker. The Elks score again. This offense gave Matamidi trouble all evening. Elk River wins 38-21.
I've never had a quarterback lead team in rushing. And so I think it puts a different stress on the defense.
My dad's been a coach here for my whole life. So, I mean, he's been teaching it to me since 2nd grade. I mean, I've ran the power T offense in 2nd grade all the way up to now. So I've gotten used to it.
Mankato West and Rogers in the night's big showdown. Mankato West on the scoreboard first. Barton Mechanic, a 1-yard rush from the goal line. That is a 7-0 lead. In the second quarter, Rogers fighting back. Reese Dawson, a beautiful throw to Wyatt Gilmore. That is a 21-yard touchdown. Mankato West outpaced them to win.
Down to the Prep Ranks 5A state semifinal between Mankato West and Rogers. Rogers ties things at 7 here. Reese Dawson.
Hard TD pass. Makinich puts the Scarlets ahead 14-10 in the third quarter with an 11-yard.
And Wyatt Gilmore. What a grab in the end zone there. Later on, this is Anthony Powell on the option pitch for the big gain. That sets up a Rogers go-ahead field goal. Mankato West rallies to win it, though, 14-10.
Rushing score to seal the win. A huge stop at the goal line. Mankato West is on to the title game set for 4 p.m. December 3rd.
Simile against Rocori, second quarter. Jack Spanier throws one to Gabe Johnson. Bounces off the defender. Woo! Like that, right into Johnson's hands for the touchdown. Rocori leads 8-7. Simile answers. Caden Renslow launches an absolute bomb to Tavion McCoy. 69-yard touchdown. Simile goes on to win 17-16.
Simile and Rocori clash. First quarter, scoreless. They traded touchdowns in the second. Simile retook the lead here. Caden Renslow, a massive completion to Tavion McCoy for a 69-yard touchdown. A 2-point game from this point until halftime, until this later on in the game. Reed Raymackle, a 33-yard field goal that gave Simley a 1-point win. They're headed to the championship.
Hutchinson likes to run the football. Wear you down. Sounds familiar. They can do it against Zimmerman. A.J. Lodwig had quite a first half. He scored the game's first touchdown on the dive for 6. The Tigers want to get the lead and make you play catch-up. They executed an onside kick. Then on the first play from scrimmage, guess who? Lodwig forces a fumble on the sack. Try to gadget play. Here they come. That set up, guess who? Lodwig walks in for his 3rd touchdown of the half. They led 20-0, and Zimmerman had run just 1 play from scrimmage. Looked over. Zimmerman came back. Zimmerman features one of the best players I've seen all season. His name is Caden Spence, and he can change games. He rushed for, ready for this, 198 yards and 2 touchdowns in the 2nd quarter alone. Not enough, though. He ended up with 260 yards and 3 touchdowns in the performance of the day, but Hutchinson wins it 42-28.
But A.J. Lodwig scored 4 short yardage touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing.
Hutchinson icing it in the 4th quarter when Carter Verhassel breaks loose on a 45-yard touchdown run. Hutchinson moving on. After winning 42-28, they will play Simley of Inver Grove Heights